We are through the opening day of competition at the 2022 Parahockey Cup from Bridgewater, Nova Scotia. 3 years in the making, but we are back on the east coast of Canada. Hello and welcome inside the Clearwater Arena on hockeycanada.ca in partnership with HN Live. I am Dave Dawson. 18 goals on day number 1. 10 of those came off of American sticks. The 6-time defending gold medalists match up against Italy to open up competition on day number 2. Declan Farmer is the all-time leading scorer in the history of international competition for the American Parahockey program. He had a hat trick on day number 1, and he had this to say about keeping attention to detail a high priority against Italy today.
There's a couple things. One is good habits, because we know not every game's going to be easy, so we don't want to, if the scoreboard's in our favor, we don't want to just kind of get, too cavalier out there and just kind of playing loose. We want to stick to our game and everything. And another thing is, when we're playing a country that, currently is maybe a little weaker than we are, we want to keep, we're towards the top of the sport. We want to keep pushing the boundaries of the sport. We want to force these other teams to play up to our level. So that means, not really taking the foot off the gas, playing them hard. Example, yesterday we actually had a training camp with the Czech earlier in the season. We played them yesterday, and we definitely got the better of them, but we just, we train with them. We know that they want to get better, and we have a, mutual respect for each other, and that's just the way it goes sometimes.
Meanwhile, the head coach of Team Italy, Mirko Bianchi, had this to say about their attention to detail in the defensive zone against high-powered offensive opponents.
We learn a lot about defensive zone. I told you yesterday, it's our focus in that game was the defensive zone. Today it's the same. It's not something to change, but it's something to continue. We have to continue a way to play really good position. Today we play against USA, and USA have more players with a lot of agility. They move so fast, so we have to play really close in front of the net. We have to help our goalies. The goalie have to stop the shot from the blue line, but we need to do something more in front of the net.
A lot of respect between those two opponents. The head coach, Mirko Bianchi, as well as the leading scorer and all-time scoring leader for America, Declan Farmer. Let's turn things over to in-house announcer Dave Walker.
Today we're shouting out the SO Medals of Achievement program, which recognizes all the great things young hockey players do on and off the ice, from practicing sportsmanship to giving their all for their team. These players represent the heart of hockey, and their efforts truly inspire. Please give a big welcome to Kai Ferguson, who is an SO Medals of Achievement member on the South Shore U11 AA Lumberjacks team, and Rowan Graham from the South Shore Ice Storm Parahockey team to drop the puck. Joining today's SO Puck Droppers, please welcome from the Lunenburg County Sports Heritage Society Wall of Fame, the 2022 inductees, Kerry Ritzie, James Wynot, William Robley, and Barry Rofi. With the two captains, please meet at center ice for the ceremonial face-off.
Gianluca Cavaliere, as well as Josh Pauls, the two captains for each program. Ceremonial face-off here. Josh Paul's been a part of the last 4 Olympic gold medals for Team USA.
Thank you, Kai and Rowan. We would now ask that you please rise if able. Remove your hats for the playing of the national anthems of Team USA and Team Italy. The officials for this morning's game: Blaze Curry is the referee. Working the lines are Dylan Daphne and Nick McIsaac.
And we're ready for game number 3, day number 2, the opening game here. There are 1,000, well, there's 1,000 tickets handed out to local students from schools in and across the Bridgewater community and area. You get a look at section 18, just over top of the American bench, which is where Blue Nose School and a bunch of their students are. A great way to start things out on your Monday morning as we are live from the Clearwater Arena. I am Dave Dawson, Calvin Bellows in-house on the broadcast crew as well. Corey Bro helping us out, the pair of owners of this company, as we are more than happy that our staff at HN Live to be partnered up with the fine folks from Hockey Canada as Team USA, the 6-time defending gold medalist in this Para-Hockey Cup, the first time since 2019 that we've had this event. And the Americans 10-0 win over Czechia yesterday. Shots 36-9 in that one. They had 12 shots each period. Declan Farmer led the way with 3 goals. Musselman had a pair. Dodson, Eustace, McKee also factored in it as well. In fact, there were only 3 players on the American squad who didn't get a point yesterday. While for Team Italy, a bit of a different fate. 48-4 were the final shots on goal. Team Canada set a new record for shots in one game yesterday. And the goaltenders, Julian Kasslader, came in relief of Gabriela Araudo to start the contest. Kasslader stopped 23 of 28 shots in an 8-0 loss. And you heard the head coach Mirko Bianchi before the game. It's about defensive zone responsibilities, and when you play with sound defensively, it'll allow you to create opportunities offensively, which they would love to get an opportunity at that without them scoring a goal, or 2 goals so far they've scored in the history of this tournament. Well, for the Americans, goals is something that they have never had a problem coming by in the history of this event as well, as they have the most wins now, 46, one ahead of Team Canada as well. They do. Canada has the edge in goals for in the history of this whole thing. All right, here we go. We are underway from the beautiful Clearwater Arena in Bridgewater, Nova Scotia, the Lunenburg County Lifestyle Centre. And it is Team USA. Musselman sends it up along the right wing side. It's Nichols. He'll dump it into the Italy zone, and the puck spent a lot of time in their end of the ice yesterday against Team Canada. DePaoli was their player of the game. He's in behind the net to move it along. Can already hear the young ones cheering on each team here. Jones puts it to Nichols. Nichols along the ice. That gets blocked. Italy did a great job blocking shots yesterday. Expect more of that from their program today as well. America getting in some early changes. 3 15-minute periods if you're new to the para-hockey program. On the left side to McKee. Musselman after it as well. And Dodson now, one of 5 military veterans on this program. McKee to the circle, zips it, and Kasslader gets the paw on it and hangs on for the face-off. As you have a look at Kevin McKee from Davenport, Iowa, 130 games played now, 131 overall internationally, has 46 goals and 115 points did he coming in, 4th all-time in American scoring. And McKee yesterday had 1 goal and 1 assist. And again, 3 American players did not find the score sheet. That's how spread out it was against Czechia. Off the draw, McKee puts it at the net, deflected, side of the net it goes, and Dodson picks it up. He gets bumped into the boards, and the Italians will clear it. It's icing is what's signaled, and Griffin Lamar starting between the pipes here today will slow it down as America does break out. Lamar was the backup to Jen Lee yesterday, who Lee had a perfect game for Team USA. Eustace circling in front of the net as the puck on the near side half wall. Roybal will track after it. It just comes outside the zone. So the Americans have to tag up. They will make cosmetic changes. Great chat with Mirko Bianchi before the game. We'll get to that in a second as Misiewicz has Farmer called him the most dangerous player on the ice with the puck. Said he's crafty, he's got that long reach with both arms. Cross ice pass, Misiewicz heads to the cage. It comes to Bolton at the left point. Now Roybal flips it over top to Farmer. Farmer in tight to Misiewicz, whacks at it through the crease and wide. And Farmer again, short side, backhander, wide of the cage. Bolton in behind, 3 goals, 2 assists for Farmer yesterday to add to his ever-compiling tally. Farmer in tight, right hand to left hand, zips it wide of the net. Americans, continual pressure, Roybal now. Trying to find some open ice in front to Farmer, shot blocked, rebound, off the bar, doink. There's the first goal post of the game. More pressure for Team USA. And it is Joseph Woodka, another one of those military veterans. Torella after it in the corner. Roybal is the first one there, cut off by Torella. Stopped at the line by Jones, Malik Jones. Roybal trying to catch Nichols at the net, and the Italians will get it out to relieve pressure. USA changing, Italy not able to. Centering attempt, Musselman, Nichols on it now. Good stretch out there by DePaoli. In behind now, Americans on it. Ben Musselman, 2 goals, 2 assists yesterday from Amelia, Florida. Woodcut. Americans just so crafty with the puck. Loose in front, it's clear to the point, Woodcut. Puts it down on its back, he's trying to settle it. Joseph Woodcut from Nashville, Tennessee. To the right point now, Jones. Just such great puck movement, such great vision on the ice. I loved what Declan Farmer had to say about raising the competition. So much respect, and obviously with an Olympic hero like Farmer, you'd expect nothing less out of his vernacular. An absolute honor to meet a hero like that. Had great things to say about countries who haven't reached the level of America yet, and Canada and the other powerhouses. He said, I want to raise them to our level and build the sport. That's why we continue to put pressure on, and that's a great way to think about it. As Wallace, who was my favorite player yesterday on this American squad, and Jones breaks towards the net. Jones, nice move, gets it by Jones, in front, and can't finish it. Ben Musselman, he had the power to get there, but he couldn't bury. Dodson on the left side of the net. Dodson shakes off a couple of Italian forwards, and Wallace easily at the line, anything but that at the net. Save, rebound in tight, and Kasslader will sit on it for the faceoff. Julian Kasslader from Bolzano, Italy. Every member of this program was part of that Beijing unit. And so I should say it's not all of them, some of them, most of them played in the 2018 Olympics, but a good number of them played in 2022 in Beijing. And again, Italy were outshot 20-1 by Canada in the opening period yesterday. Shots 3-1 right now in favor of America. And off the draw, Team USA wins it. It's Eustace. At the left point now for Grove, one of the 3 players who didn't get a point yesterday. And Pauls now, part of the last 4 Olympic gold medal programs. Even getting choked up thinking about that. Dodson on the half wall. Travis Dodson from Domingue, New Mexico. Been part of this since 2013, and his story will bring you to tears. Incredible courage. Pauls, shot on net and knocked out of the way by Kasslader. On the far side, half wall, Farmer on it. More pressure, and all Italy can do is ice it to relieve it. Glove up, and do they have enough draw weight to get there? It does, and they'll bring it all the way down the ice. As you have a look at the captain, Pauls head off, and some changes. Who do we got, Mr. Calvin Bellows? Looks like 17. That's Chris Douglas from St. Cloud, Minnesota. One of the 3 players who didn't get a point yesterday, but no detriment to his character at all. I'm sure that'll catch up for him. In fact, Douglas, 46 games played, 18 points in his years around the program, who also, I thought that was a November birthday, never mind, it's May. Got excited there for a moment. Roybal off the draw. Nothing but excitement when he touches the puck, and you can see why. Shot on net, saved by Kasslader. Both of the American goaltenders, or the Italian goaltenders, were sensational yesterday, and they have to be in order to keep their country in it. Still scoreless here near in the midway point of the opening period on hockeycanada.ca in partnership with HN Live. I am Dave Dawson. Thank you so much for spending your day with us. Whatever part of the world you are tuning in from, we are more than grateful to be your good friend throughout this week. We are the streaming provider for Hockey Canada for this, as well as the World Junior A Challenge coming up in Cornwall in a few weeks. That 5-team event, which we did back in 2019 as well. Such fine folks at Hockey Canada. More than an honor to be here to represent their product. Face off the left side of Kasslader. And that'll be Declan Farmer lining up. And on the other side of that is Roberto Radice from Polha Verse, Italy. Been part of this program since 2015. Due to my research. Off the draw, Roybal. Cross ice pass, Wallace. Head on a swivel when he's got the puck. He's so crafty. He's so quick with his hands. You'll notice that he'll jump off the ice with his creativity today. And he's got it now. Wallace, look at him go. Puts it in front, and Mishevitz can't get a shot away. It's blocked. Rolling puck again, another block by Italy. And underneath the equipment of one of their defenders, now into the corner, Farmer. Here, the crowd cheering each program on. These students, they love it. Farmer in tight. Down low, Roybal. Roybal short side offering, blocked again. And Kasslader sits on it for the draw, as I imagine we might hit the media timeout, and we do. Stay with us. We'll return to the Bridgewater Arena shortly. And all the students on hand here. Taking in this one, that's West Northfield School. Great crowd on hand at this gorgeous Lunenburg County Lifestyle Centre. Our director, cameraman, and all things extraordinaire, Calvin Bellows, getting them all excited here. Through the media timeout in the opening period on hockeycanada.ca. Thank you so much for joining us. It is the 14th annual Para-Hockey Cup from beautiful Bridgewater, Nova Scotia. You have to come and visit this part of the country, part of the world. If you've never been to Canada before, make it an absolute destination right on the Atlantic Ocean. Gorgeous, gorgeous stuff. And Musselman for Team USA. Side of the net, across to Pauls. Pauls walks in, fires, blocked. We're in tight again. Kasslader on it and hangs on for the face-off. As you have a look at the captain, Pauls, and yeah, wow. From Green-Brown, New Jersey, all-time 148 points, make it 150 now. He's been part of the last 4 Olympic gold medal programs, an absolute pillar in para-international hockey in America, and a trooper. It's one of those people when you get the chance to meet, you want to take a picture with, and you remember every word they said, just inspired by the tenacity, the courage, sensational stuff. Olympians, I'll never get tired of meeting Olympians. Cavaliere, there we go, we got it. Now Bolton, cradles it, zips it. Jones looking for deflection, wide of the 4x6. And a left point. More pressure by Team USA, it's Musselman. Musselman trying to find some open ice, or Bolton, excuse me, puts it through. Jones wide, Nichols now. America changing through the crease and wide. Cavaliere watches that go into the corner. Italy, much of the same as Mirko Bianchi talked about. Strong defensive positioning is going to be the catalyst to success. And Stella can't slow the puck down. Gets a second chance at it, and Torella now. DePaoli just kicks it into the corner. Ferociousness from this American forecheck. Centering pass, backside for Woodcut. Woodcut towards the net. Save, rebound easily. Another block by Italy, and Castellano right there to hang on for the faceoff. As you have a look at Easley, that's Rob Easley, one of the 5 Army vets on this program, and an assist yesterday from Denver, Colorado, playing in his 6th international game. He now has 5 points in 6 games, so there's a guy he can happily ride. Head coach David Hoff in your 5th season coaching this program. 4 Olympic gold medals. Yeah, no problems there. Shot on net. Castellano will sit on that for the draw. This event back in 2016, Bridgewater, Nova Scotia hosted it. Since then, really do love the East Coast, and why not? Some fine folks out here. Predominantly the roster and for Team Canada made up of Eastern competitors. Paradise, Newfoundland it was in 2019, and Paradise this area is. It truly is. Calvin Bellows and I got in here early Saturday morning, and as you have a look at Dodson, one of the military veterans, and just getting the ability to interact with some of the coaches, some of the players, some of the locals through the communities. You see people walking through the streets. Everyone's so friendly, so welcoming. It's been a tremendous experience as Castellano kicks that into the corner easily now. Right wing pass for Wallace, and it could be a break for Italy. Their first opportunity of this hockey game. Kaufman. Second time the puck's been at that end of the ice. And we're now through 10 minutes of the opening period. Wallace, he's F1. Down low. And he'll go back to his point to retreat. Italy just trying to relieve some pressure. Kept under the line by Farmer. Deflected. And Mishevitz trying to get the loose change. And the Italian forward will just kick it out to neutral. Cross ice pass Wallace. Watch this guy move with his stick. Farmer, him too. Towards the net. Farmer fires, rebound, and wide. Roybal trying to flip it around Mishevitz. Mishevitz, great feed in front for Farmer. Side of the net, saved by Castellano. And hard around the boards, it goes out of play. And they're going to call that deflected. Nope, they're going to call clean out, so not intentional. The draw will come to the left side of the Italian net. No, they are going to call it delay game. So it'll be an American power play. As that is number 11, Niels Larch, off to the penalty box for 2 or less for a delay of game. The 3rd penalty of this young event. So the draw will come to the right side. Americans scored on a delayed penalty call yesterday, but they have yet to go to the power play. Roybal drops it off Wallace, off the heel of his stick. Just missed the in-house announcement there. We'll get that for the next time it comes. Farmer towards the net, deflected, blocked, rebound in tight. Paul's on it, and now turning. Wallace scores! That only needed 21 seconds. America, a power play goal. It's 1-0. Wallace only got credited with 1 yesterday, but asking Pauls, I think it may have been that he ended up having 2. So Jack Wallace from Franklin Lakes, New Jersey, as the Americans up 1-0 on a PPG.
Scored by number 8, Jack Wallace. Assist number 24, Josh Miskiewicz. Number 4, Brody Roybal.
So Miskiewicz and Roybal draw assists on Wallace's power play goal. America is up 1-0. It's Nichols. Into the corner, a costly penalty there for Team Italy on the delay of game penalty. It was one of 3 penalties, well, 2 of 3 penalties in this event have been delay of game. 1 teeing and 2 delay of games. Bolton brings it, goes after it on a chase into his own zone. See if the Italians can muster something up here in the late stages of the opening 15 minutes. Musselman trying to be cut off for the point neatly by Jack Enderle from Bolzano, Italy. You can hear all the young ones on the ambience. Exciting time for each squad to be playing in front of a rowdy crowd here in Bridgewater. Malik Jones on the right wing. Shakes off a defender and hoping for 2. Now behind it's Jones, forcing it at the net, and Castellaner puts the suction cup on it, and we'll pause for the face-off. Got to get this referee read in there. I'll do that right now. Do you think you know hockey inside and out? Are you interested in getting back to the rink and looking for opportunities to stay involved in the game? Turn your passion for hockey into a career. Hockey Canada officiating program offers fulfilling opportunities for participants for all ages to get involved. Make the right call. Go to hockeycanada.ca/officiating to get started. And may we see maybe some of the young ones who are in this rink right now could be future officials. We did have a youngster come tell us that parahockey is his favorite sport, which I thought was just awesome. He was super excited to be here, and clearly a whole lot of fans of parahockey and across the world and in this very rink right now. Easily. Dodson on it to keep it in. Shifty at the line, gets by to Pally. Dodson. Cut off. Nice wall made there by the Italian defenders. Woodka at the left point. Cradling. Oh, what a feed to Eustace. He scores. Mark that for the highlight reel. What a goal. It's 2-0 USA. That was a sensational pass by Joseph Woodka, right on the tape to David Eustace, his 2nd of the tournament and his 21st international goal, and it's 2-0 USA. An absolute thing of beauty.
Team USA goal scored by number 37, David Eustace. Assisted by number 11, Joseph Woodkey, and number 9, Travis Dodson. Time of that goal, 2:03.
Woodka and Dodson get the assist on Eustace's goal. A beauty. And America up 2-0. Just under 100 seconds remaining in the opening period. Shots 9-2 unofficially as well. Roybal looking for more with Miskiewicz. Dangerous territory Italy is in again here. As if you're watching from an Italian perspective, you'd prefer the puck on the other end of the ice. But for the Americans, more of this. Keep spoon feeding it as much as you can. Thank you very much. And the convincing lead again by the American powerhouse. Roybal over the timeline, drops it off for Wallace. Wallace already with 1. Side of the net, in front, Farmer. Oh, what a save, Castellaner. Or was that blocked? Farmer maybe was a sure touch in, but he was either blocked or Castellaner made a great save. And Italy, well, just ice it, doesn't have the draw weight. It does. 38 seconds remaining in the opening period. So we have a look at number 14, Ben Musselman from Amelia, Florida. Couple of goals yesterday, 4 points for that matter. And amongst the tournament leaders, right by Declan Farmer. Draw to the right side of Castlatter, Musselman on it. Cut off there by Enderle. Jones in to support. Gonna flip it out front. And Jones in tight, and the Italian defenders absolutely collapse on top of the puck to make sure that it stays out of the net. So the face-off, is that going to come outside the zone? Are they saying the Italian forward put his hand to the puck in the crease? They will. That'll be delay of game. So another power play coming to the Americans. It's Enderle going to the box. So, another power play for Team USA. Enderle, and we'll await the in-house announcement.
Alex Enderle, 2 minutes for handling the puck. Time of that penalty, 15 seconds.
All right, so putting his hand on the puck is the penalty for Italy with 4.8 remaining. And the opening period. A power play goal and an even strength goal for Team USA. One from Wallace, one from Eustace. Shots unofficially 10-2. Let's see if America can get one more before the end of this one, or Italy can put their wall of defense. Nope. Draw one, and that's going to carry it all the way down into the USA zone. So shots unofficially 10-2 after 15 minutes. As Team USA, with a pile of kids in attendance today, as you see one youngster peeking in. Great day for hockey in Bridgewater, Nova Scotia. 6-time defending champs in the driver's seat. We will be back to Bridgewater, Nova Scotia shortly. Stay with us.
I don't think Brennan would have been able to play hockey without you guys funding them.
He's a really smart kid. Like, he's one of those kids that are like just good at everything he tries.
Whether he's had tough times or not, you'd never know, because He never brings that to the rink. He goes on the ice, he gives it 100%. That's one thing that I really appreciate about him.
Brennan doesn't have a father figure, and he's still like so determined.
Some kids get the positive male influence from their dad and he doesn't. So I definitely think that he has built a sense of confidence around hockey, and that's because of the coaches that he's had.
They gave me a chance, and that's basically it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of coaches wouldn't give me a chance at first, and started doing good, and they would give me a chance. And
when he's on his game and the way the team rallies around him, he feeds on that, and he's a guy that kind of secretly nobody knows about until it's too late.
She's been a single mom all her life, like ever since Brennan was a baby. Does everything on her own, juggles 3 kids. Like, she's amazing, and they're so deserving of it.
There were a lot of times, especially like this year, where I was like, I don't know how I'm gonna pay for this.
I just feel like this is such a good way to help her, because she was panicking when the hockey season was rolling by, and she was asking me like, where am I gonna get this money?
Because we got the assist fund, we were able to buy a new skates. And so like it was like, okay, we're gonna be okay this year.
Hockey's the greatest game, and everybody deserves that opportunity. And if they wouldn't have applied for that, I wouldn't have Brennan. And I mean, he's such a big role in our team. Don't be afraid to ask for help. There's so much support. Take advantage of it, and be the next Kakaway.
Dreams come true. It's an opportunity for Hockey Canada to work with the local minor hockey associations and our local member to get kids and families that maybe wouldn't have the opportunity involved in hockey to experience the game. In particular, today's event is for girls. Get them equipment and get them on the ice so that it's affordable for everybody, and then assist them with their first year's registration as well. So it's a really great opportunity for that first experience for kids.
I think as a Hockey Canada Foundation board member, you're sitting on the Zoom calls or our in-person meetings when we were able to have them, and you're making these decisions that you think are in the best interest of the game, but you don't get a chance to really understand the impact of those decisions until you come and you see the kids. And in particular, in my case, as a former women's team member, to see the young girls come out, they get that first set of equipment, you get to see the smiles, you get to see them, step on the ice for potentially their very first time. And it's nice to see that we're making the right decisions and getting out in the community and seeing the impact.
This year especially, it's been a really tough year, as for everybody. We were really thinking actually not doing hockey this year. And then we actually had an email dropped on our lap, and I was like, this just is too good to be true. There's just a lot of different positive things that come out of it. It keeps them busy, it keeps them out of trouble, it keeps structure, and it also does so much for them when they get older.
For a family of like us who have just moved in and to try a new game, this is a very good option. I would very much suggest everyone to attend, and especially when there are these kind of initiatives. Let them try what they want, especially hockey being heart of Canada.
This event really gave us kind of gave us hope again for hockey. Ever since the email came out, I applied right away. And as soon as we got accepted, it was like even more exciting.
To see donors step up and provide the resources so that those who don't have the financial means can play the game. We're getting those young girls into the game and young boys into the game, and it's just great for everybody.
I think it's important dreams come true in programs like it so that we can give every kid in this country a chance to play the game, an opportunity to fall in love with the game of hockey and the life lessons that it teaches kids, about respect and responsibility and discipline and hard work and learning about teamwork and learning about self-confidence and respecting yourself and all the things that you get to learn from the great game of hockey.
I'm excited to meet new friends. I get to make new friends
from playing.
I'm most excited to skate and like try to score on the net.
You know, this is a starting point in the journey of hockey for you know, all of these new participants. But in particular, as we come back from COVID and everybody comes back to the game, we want to make sure we're celebrating all that's positive. And that's teammates, that's friends, that's role models, physical activity, and enjoying what we believe is the greatest game.
Thank you, Hockey Canada Foundation, for all your help.
Thank you, Hockey Canada Foundation, for making my daughter's dreams come true.
Have you ever wanted to combine academics with athletics or hockey with homework? The Hockey Canada Skills Academy gives young Canadians a chance to hone their skills through a unique school-based program that includes more time on the ice, up to 400 extra hours every year, and an opportunity for staff to incorporate Canada's game into the curriculum. To learn more on how you can bring Hockey Canada Skills Academy to your school, visit hockeycanada.ca/HCSA, and we'll see you on the ice or in the classroom.
Something else would become sacrifice, but at the end of the day, you do what you do for your kids because it makes them happy. This just means everybody gets to be happy. He came out of the blue to me and he's like, "Dad, I want to play hockey." I'm like, "Dude, it's over this year. You have to wait." He's like, "But I want to play hockey now." Like, if you can remember at the end of summer, we'll sign you up for hockey, and you better learn how to skate.
Well, the first time I asked, it was like after the season started, so I couldn't. Then all summer, from what I hear, that's all I said.
He's been at this for 7 years, and it doesn't get old yet.
In the dressing room, he's always smiling. Like, he's always happy to be there with all his buddies. You know, I think that's a big thing for him. He's a very interesting kid. You can tell he's got a big personality, but he's not always outward with it.
Because that's how you get rid of your phobia.
It's just the never give up attitude and just happy to be out there regardless of whether they're winning or losing. It's impossible not to be proud of them.
A hockey community in Deep River isn't hockey community, it's family. Yeah. With Aaron's cancer diagnosis, all Wyatt's teammates, friends, family, people we didn't know, but their kids play hockey in Deep River, like, yeah, we're there. And it's good. It's a very passionate community, but it's a very passionate family. Like, there's nothing like it that I've ever seen.
There are a lot of things she can't really come to the games, or like not practices, or she just has dropped me off.
We've obviously had our struggles over the last couple of years, and it's just amazing. Like, the community involvement when you're in hockey is just mind-blowing.
When we go to the arena, it's game time or practice time, and everything else melts away, and you just get to enjoy watching your kids be happy. Minor hockey in Deep River is really good at sending out reminders. This year they had the link for the Hockey Assist Fund. I'm like, I've never seen that before, so I checked it out.
Without it, I don't know how feasible hockey would have been. So it definitely helps out a huge amount, and it's a huge stress reliever.
Sometimes you gotta suck up your pride a little bit and apply them.
At the end of the day, look at the smile on your kid's face when they play, right? And that's what it's about.
Thank you, Hockey Canada Assist Fund donors, for helping not just our kids play hockey, but all kids play hockey that want the chance. It couldn't happen without you guys.
Thank you, Hockey Canada Foundation, for giving me an assist.
And we are back in Bridgewater, Nova Scotia for second period action at the 2022 Parahockey Cup on hockeycanada.ca in partnership with HN Live. I am Dave Dawson. Thank you so much for spending your day with us. It is day number 2, game number 3. Team USA undefeated, 10-0 win yesterday over Czechia. They have a 2-0 lead right now over the Italians, who lost yesterday 8-0 to Team Canada. They were outshot 20-1 in first period action yesterday, while the Americans, piling on the stats continually, 6-time defending gold medalists, and they have a $1.45 of power play time to work with, their second power play of this tournament and of the hockey game. In Italy, they love a little bit of zone time. They didn't spend a lot of time in the attack zone at all, and you can imagine head coach Mirko Bianchi, that'll be a topic of conversation for him. While for David Hoff, more of the same, as that was the closing the hand on the puck penalty outside of the crease by goaltender Julian Kasslader. That's the way his closing hand on puck was the way he was penalized. So DePaoli. We're always in good hands when a DePaoli is playing a top notch on an HN live stream. I am Dave Dawson, along with Calvin Bellows in-house, Corey Bro, also doing his contributions to the broadcast as well, and we are ready and underway from the Clearwater Arena. Pauls, cross ice, Roybal now. Leaves it there for Pauls. A weak one at the net, deflected, Kasslader jumps on top, puck still loose, referee in position, and DePaoli on top of it, cleared it out of harm's way. Ripped around the boards, stopped at the line for Pauls. Pauls, and there for his teammate Wallace. Return feed, fires Wallace, just missed the target. Looking for his second of the game. Roybal, short side offering, blockered away by Kasslader. And Wallace on it again. And behind the net, centering feed, Farmer, top shelf scores. Another power play goal for Team USA. It is 3-0. Declan Farmer's 4th goal of the Parahockey Cup, and his 130th goal in his international career. Team USA, a pair of PPGs, their first shot of the second period, and it's 3-0. Wallace from Misiewicz and Roybal at 10:53 in the first, then Eustace from Woodkey and Dodson at 12:57.
On the power play by number 16, Declan Farmer. Assist by number 24, Josh Misiewicz, and number 8, Jack Wallace.
Misiewicz and Wallace draw helpers on Farmer's 4th of the tournament. Misiewicz's 2nd assist of the contest at 3-0. Centering feed for Douglas, in behind him. Italy stuck in their zone. They would love to get out, but America continue dominance. A much shorter bench again for Italy compared to Team USA. So fatigue likely a factor. They also played the second game yesterday than the first game today, although the second game yesterday was at 3 p.m. local time. Italy only 8 forwards and 4 defenders, while Team USA 10 forwards and 6 defense. Wallace rips it in, goes off of Cavaliere. Musselman contacts with him, and America on it again. It's Wallace. Right hand to left hand, right and tight, a tap in for Nichols, they score. Another highlight reel goal by the powerhouse Americans. It's 4-0. Evan Nichols picks up his first of the tournament from Haymarket, Virginia. Second goal in international competition. And now his 8th game played, and an easy one from a gorgeous diagonal pass on the right point.
Number 18, Evan Nichols. Assist by number 8, Jack Wallace. Time of that goal, 13:01.
Et c'est le 4e but pour les États-Unis, inscrit par le numéro 18, Evan Nichols, aidé par le numéro 8, Jack Wallace, à 13 minutes et 1 seconde.
Nichols from Wallace, the scoring summary. And Wallace having himself a game, 1 goal and a helper. Make that a goal on 2 helpers for Wallace. 4-0 America. 2 goals on their first 2 shots of the second period. And Musselman now zips it at the net. He scores off the post and in. 3 goals on 3 shots, and that might spell the end of Caslater. We'll have to wait from the signal from the Italian bench. Caslater came in relief yesterday of Gabriella Araudo, and he does remain between the pipes for now. As you have a look at the American bench and David Hoff. So 5-0. Seeing eye shot off the post and in a difficult start to the second period, but a great one for USA.
By number 14, Ben Musselman. Time of that goal, 11:53.
So Musselman unassisted at 11:53. Team USA now 5-0. And fatigue definitely the story for Italy with the shorter bench and the quicker turnaround. But the schedule makers know that. Each team has that turnaround, but not that quick. Game was at 3 yesterday. Gaffman, and the relentless attack by America continues as it's fun to watch. Farmer, backside pass, Royable right there. Caslater, a nice save in the midsection, and hangs on for the draw. An important save for Caslater as well to gain a little bit of moxie back in his game. Sensational goaltender for Italy as the 40-year-old. Drawn to the right side of Caslater. At the right point now, Wallace. Cradles it, gets by the Italian defender Andrione from Varese, Italy. And Eustace now. Zips it wide of the net. Wallace, first one on it. Wallace, and a hard offering for the right side. Caslater save. Rebound, trying to center it easily. Was there for the easy tap in, but he couldn't get him the puck. And just sent out, and it's a chase for it. Torella tried to get after it, but Dodson, first one there. Torella might have had an opportunity at a break, but one of the 5 military vets gets back to get on it quickly. Easily just behind him. And now Macri. Hard around for Italy. And is swept into the corner. McKee to Wallace in tight, trying to go far side again, where they scored their 5th goal, but that one missed the cage. And Caslater will just jump on it for the faceoff. Dominant performance so far by Team USA. And Evan Nichols from Haymarket, Virginia, factored in on that one as America's 4th goal. It was Grove, Douglas, and Woodka who didn't get points yesterday in the 10-0 victory over Czechia. Italy and Czechia will play tomorrow morning while Canada, USA get the nightcap. Guaranteed that's going to be a barn packer. Musselman, full house here this morning with all the students in attendance as well. And the local hockey team also a part of the whole program. We'll get to that shortly here in the likely past the media timeout. Pauls now at the nets off the side. Josh Pauls, fourth in leading scorers in the history of the American program. Doing all he can to send it around. Nichols on the half wall. Battling there with Large, you can see his exhaustion. These Olympic athletes make it look easy. I can guarantee you it's anything but that. Their conditioning, their percentage of body fat is unbelievable. How in great shape these athletes are when I get the chance to meet them. Absolutely phenomenal upper body strength, the muscle mass, the personalities, the character, the professionalism, all of those things. Just an honor to get the ability to interact with some of these athletes and human beings, just great people. Roybal. Nothing like being surrounded by great people with positive attitudes. Farmer zips that one through and wide. Roybal on the right point. Oh, a nice little stick work. Roybal dumps it in behind the net. Douglas. Now Farmer. Declan Farmer at the net, fires, scores. Top cheddar. Spread it on. It's 6-0 America. Running out of ways to describe how of an incredible hockey player Declan Farmer is.
News game. As we have, as I say your name, let's hear some cheers.
Goaltending change. I thought they were announcing the goaltending change, but that'll spell the end of the night for Caslatter. 6 goals on 16 shots, a tough one for him. Did all he could on the backside. Caslatter relieved Arauto yesterday, 3 on 20. And Caslatter saw 5 on 28 go by him. And Arauto in between the pipes now, and he is who I thought would have been my pick for player of the game. Let's see how it can spark Italy. Nearing the immediate timeout here as America is going to be offside, and now it will be as they touch it, which potentially could be the immediate timeout. And we will hit it. We'll step aside momentarily and come back to Bridgewater, Nova Scotia. It's the 2022 Para Hockey Cup on hockeycanada.ca in partnership with HM Live. The South Shore Lumberjacks in the Maritime Hockey League are hosting some of the kids here today. And right there, you are looking at number 44, Nick Dyson on the left side. He's got 9 points in 21 games. As well as number 20, Grayson Chell. Chell, a great name for a hockey player, as that is also the name that the nickname kids use to play NHL. So I thought that's pretty appropriate. I also have a young man who's named Christmas on the team too, which is pretty appropriate for this time of year. And red lights aplenty here as we're through the green light of the second period, the media timeout. South Shore Lumberjacks 6-14, 1-1 on the Maritime Hockey League season. And America 1-0 in this one. 6 goals they have. And Italy would love one right now, but it's probably not going to come in this sequence as McKee puts it to the left point. Sends it through, interrupted, and 2 American players get there first. Sending it down low, it's easily. Great crowd on hand, as I mentioned. 1,000 tickets handed out to students in and around the Bridgewater surrounding areas in a number of the schools as the goaltender puts his hand on the puck. Hey, Dave, start the clock. Not a bad idea. Here we go. Good, line that up. 6:38. We're rocking and rolling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 schools represented today, this afternoon, this morning, wherever you're watching from in the Bridgewater surrounding area. And there's a great look. What do we got there? At section 11, which would be North Queens School. Thank you, Mr. Calvin Bellows. It's amazing the kind of things he can do in behind the scenes. Running camera, technical support, setups, answering his phone during games. It's phenomenal. He's a pretty talented individual. No, he doesn't do that. I'm just kidding. But always a great treat when I work with my buddy Bellows. Always a fun time. Loving our road trip out here to Nova Scotia. A left wing pass for Musselman. He's over the line. Musselman towards the net and a blocker save by Araudo. Tested early on here. Araudo's first shot, and it had to be a 10-bell save, and that's all the incredible Italian goaltender knows how to do. Gabriella Araudo from Nicciolino, Italy. Sensational netminder for their program. 17-3, shots unofficially for Team USA. 5:30 remaining in the second period. 3 15-minute periods in the 14th annual Para Hockey Cup. Musselman now. As his defense is changing. Woodcutt bumps there with Larch, and it's Roybal. Roybal dipsy-doodling, Roybal path at the net. Roybal fires, scores along the ice, and it's 7-0 America. Yeah, Roybal just surprised himself. Oh, I had that much time at the net. Thought he might have went, Araudo might have thought he was going to go high. Roybal puts it along the ice, and Brody Roybal is fairly familiar with scoring. He has only scored 92 goals in the history of his international competition.
Goal scored by number 4, Brody Roybal.
And he's on it again. He scores! Roybal, back-to-back goals. It's 8-0. Brody Roybal from North Lake, Illinois. Played in the 2014 and 2022 Paralympics. And has been part of the program since 2013. Roybal on it again, looking for the natural hat trick. Macri behind the net.
A goal scored by number 4, Brody Roybal. Assist number 16, Declan Farmer. Time of that goal, 5:10.
Another point for Farmer. Douglas now zips it at the net. Glove save Araudo. Farmer out there, and I'll get to at the whistle the comment he made at the start of the game, which just showed me his moral integrity, which is incredible, which is not a surprise for an Olympian. And not just an Olympian, the highest scoring Olympian in USA para hockey history. Is 16 white. DePaoli. And they're going to have a hand pass with a face-off. Declan Farmer, in my pregame interview, if you're just joining us, I'd asked him about, and we were kind of smiled about it before, and I said, not to disrespect your opponent, but, how do you prepare for a game where you know it's going to be out of reach? And he said, it's anything but disrespect. I want to respect them we know that some of these programs haven't been as strong as we are, and they're going to get there. But the only way we can encourage them to get there is by continually playing excellent hockey. I'm not doing any justice by letting off the gas, so to speak. We want to encourage them to get better, and that's the only way they're going to grow is when you push excellence on them. And I thought that was phenomenal. Just Declan Farmer, no surprise from the kind of leadership for the all-time leading scorer. A man of complete excellence, honor, and integrity, which is what all these rosters are full of. Heroes, warriors aplenty. Wallace in tight, firing. Oh no, what a save, rebound, and it just misses the net. Araudo doing the starfish a la Dominic Hasek. What a save. McKee on the block. In front, they score. Mad scramble in front, and it's 9-0 America. Kevin McKee from Davenport, Iowa. 1 goal and 1 assist yesterday. .46 goals. Excuse me, he's 4th all-time. I mentioned earlier that it was Paul's that was. .22-3 shots unofficially.
Kevin McKee. Assist number 9, Travis Dodson. Time of that goal, 3:32.
Paul's 3rd all-time, McKee 4th. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, Farmer, Royable, Paul's, McKee, and all-time scoring. 3:05 remaining in the second period, 9-0 Team USA. Italy, their 2nd appearance in the Parahockey Cup. Scored 2 goals in the history. America won 10-0 in the round robin, or the preliminaries, in 2017, and then 5-1 in the semifinal, in which they eventually beat Canada for gold. And that same year in Paradise, Newfoundland. Charlottetown, PEI, where that was. Musselman walks in, knocked away by Underley. And now Jones. Centers it. Bolton on it. That's Brett Bolton from Rockledge, Florida. In front, Pauls deflected Nichols, couldn't get it through Araudo. Has a look and tracks the puck. Backdoor pass, Bolton in Italy is going to clear it out to try and get a change in. So difficult for Italy, but for America, more pressure and excellence. Bolton back and forth from left to right. Radice is going to clear it. Not enough draw weight, and that's what he wanted, as Woodka goes back there to get it with 100 seconds left in the second period. Team USA, 6-time defending gold medalists. Last time they lost a game was in 2013, the year Canada won gold. And that was in Toronto. So you have a look at Brody Roybal. North Lake, Illinois. 2nd all-time in team scoring, as I mentioned. 5 points in the 2022 Olympics in Beijing. 2 of those being goals. And has been part of the program since 2013. 2 Olympic golds in 2014 and 2022. Drawn to the right side, Roybal looking for it, flips it towards the net. It comes to Douglas, cradles, and no problem for Araudo. Hangs on for the faceoff. '17, the first year for Italy. And the number 17, Chris Douglas from St. Cloud, Minnesota. Roybal off the draw. Gonna find a path. At the net. Raudo got a piece of it. Right point Douglas. Douglas colliding. Now Roybal. Roybal at the net, and that's blocked. Italy has been sensational in shot blocking, and they've had to. Last couple games, incredible. Fatigue factor as well. Not giving up in the shot blocks. Defense, a big part of their game, as Mirko Bianchi, their head coach, said in our pregame interview. Probably, I was joking with Calvin Bellows, maybe my favorite person so far in this whole tournament. Big smile on his face, no matter how tough things get, no matter how difficult circumstances are, no matter how frustrating the intangibles are that you can't control, he's always positive, and I love people like that. Side of the net, McKee. On the backside, Wallace. Centering attempt, trying to flip it out. 15 seconds remaining. Roybal. What a pass in front, and Dodson can't get a shot away. Macri right there to tie it up. Saw that a couple times. We've seen some highlight reel goals on those cross-ice passes. And Italy, 7 goals against in this period. America, what a performance. 9-0 after 2. One more to go from game number 3 at the 2022 Parahockey Cup. Stay with us. You are watching the 14th annual event from Bridgewater, Nova Scotia.
Hi, I'm Scott Don, and I'm the president of Berkshire Hathaway Energy Canada. I grew up in small town Saskatchewan, and you had a curling rink and a hockey rink. And while I played both, hockey was the chosen sport. Just like every kid in Canada, I think just really wants to be on the ice, and it's just part of what it was growing up for me. Good to meet you, man. Hi.
Hello.
Good to see you. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, no problem. Our mom passed away when Gage was 8, and he needed an outlet, and we both decided that to give hockey a try, and he just blossomed from there. He's actually made quite a few friendships. He was really closed off in his own shell when he first started because everybody already knew each other. So he's built those lifelong connections.
Just makes the team more fun, makes the game a lot more better because we all know each other.
Oh,
Why are you stacking the deck? Today getting out with Gage was so much fun. Not only do I just love to get out there because I love the game, but as we saw, we didn't really do anything too structured. That was golden. like to just let the kids play, and they loved it. You could just see the love of the game show up.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Good job, Gage.
We all love hockey in Canada, and so it was just a natural for us to seek out Hockey Canada. You know, I think the Assist Fund is just so important because we've always known that getting kids active is good for them physically and mentally. And that's where I think it's incumbent on us and why we've been so focused on helping those kids get into a game that we all love so much.
Without this program this year, Gage probably wouldn't have been on the ice. And it's really awesome to be able to thank some of the people that have helped us along this way in person.
When you become our age, then that first few years doesn't make any.
Now that was never something that we had to face as a family, but for Gage, that was a reality. He wouldn't be on the ice today if it wasn't for the Assist Fund.
I don't know what I would be doing without hockey, really.
To be able to see someone that you know that you've helped stay in the game versus not be able to play at all, it's so impactful. Hey Gage, I really enjoyed our time out on the ice, and you were so inspiring because you're a rock star. I love your shot, and I hope you scored 1,000 goals because you've got quite the talent. And I just wanted you to know that I took so much away from all the things that you do and how you have really loved the game that I want to thank you for the time on the ice today.
A lot of work goes on behind the scenes in preparation for our dreams come true. We had phenomenal volunteers on the ground here in Iqaluit as part of the Iqaluit Amateur Hockey Association. They worked with the school systems to identify 30 kids that are interested in getting a late start to hockey.
This essentially lights a spark for these children because some of these kids can't afford to get into hockey and it's a barrier. And so taking that barrier away allows us to get these kids on the ice and help develop those interpersonal skills and also the skills of being in a team and working towards something bigger.
You're going to be a better player than your dad? Probably.
We found that hockey in the north, especially since we have long winters, it really provides a spark for these children to get out here, play a team sport, learn those critical life skills about how to work together, how to work hard.
Down your hockey stance. You're going to push all the way out. Bring it right back in.
For him to start up his hockey passion, to build the friendships, and for the Dreams Come True program to be able to provide the registration and equipment, I couldn't ask for anything more. Hockey's always been a passion, and I'm glad my son is able to take part.
Things like this are incredibly helpful. It makes a huge impact. People are very thankful. It's incredibly generous, and it helps kids start hockey from a young age with equipment that they can pass on to other siblings and neighbors, and it'll get used in the community 10 times over.
Well, I think an understated thing about Nunavut itself is like the mental health of our children. Like the pandemic is such a detrimental impact of socialization, getting out there, being with the team. And so this is a profound change for a lot of these kids' lives to get out here, get together, get back into the things that make us all human, essentially, which is that interaction and getting out here, getting healthy, getting active. The experience of the children is the #1 thing that we look to focus on. And having those kids show up here in a safe environment where we can provide a structured program and structure for them themselves when they come to our programs. And they benefit immensely, and it follows them for the rest of their lives.
The fact that we can welcome 30 families to the game and provide an opportunity that they might not otherwise have really means a lot to Hockey North. Special thanks to the Hockey Canada Foundation for making this event possible and for allowing us to play such an important role in these kids' life.
Thank you, Hockey Canada Foundation.
Thank you, Hockey Canada.
Get Get the game right at your fingertips. The Hockey Canada Network gives coaches and players the tools to excel in all areas of the game. Drills, skill videos, practice plans, and articles from some of the best in the game are available on your Android or iOS device, anywhere, anytime.
You don't want William or other children to miss out on doing something that they really want to do because you just can't afford it.
Well, when he first started, he was 5 years old and he wanted to play. And, you know, we were taking him to get his equipment and he said, "This is the best day of my life." And he didn't even know what he was getting into.
He lights right up and he tries so hard and he gets so excited when he sees us. He comes over and, you know, that's what makes me happy, is just to see he just glows. He's just so proud that he's on the ice because he loves hockey.
I was good at like skating and passing and being defense. I really wanted to be forward, but they put you in what you are good at.
William was diagnosed with high-functioning autism and ADHD, and I was told give up any dream you've ever had of your son playing sports on a team.
Well, all you have to do is talk to William and ask him about his hockey to see what it means to him. And I don't know really what else outside of school William would be doing. She did talk initially last fall about gear and the costs and stuff, and wondering how she was going to be able to arrange it and stuff like that. And then obviously everything's happened and it's worked.
Telling William, by the way, we might not be able to join hockey this year. It's not really fair to him, because as long as my kids give effort into something and they want to learn something, I believe I should be able to find a way. One of my friends, I was talking to her and she's like, "Oh, why don't you try this one?" And I was like, I never even heard of that. That was the easiest application I think I filled out, actually.
It's great that people can donate, and you know, it gives young kids like William and other young people a chance to do something, play hockey, get out there, do stuff that he really loves to do.
I just see how much it helps William. I'm just happy that he's happy, and it's nice to have a hockey family, so yeah.
He's the best thing that could happen. He's great. I take him wherever he wants to go. He's just a nice kid to have around. Yeah.
Thank you, Hockey Canada Foundation, for giving my son William an assist.
Have you ever wanted to combine academics with athletics or hockey with homework? The Hockey Canada Skills Academy gives young Canadians a chance to hone their skills through a unique school-based program that includes more time on the ice, up to 400 extra hours every year, and an opportunity for staff to incorporate Canada's game into the curriculum. To learn more on how you can bring Hockey Canada Skills Academy to your school, visit hockeycanada.ca/HCSA, and we'll see you on the ice or in the classroom.
And some of the fans from New Comeville Elementary School taking in the action today in sections 2 and 3. 1,000 tickets were handed out for students to be part of this experience in the 2022 Para-Hockey Cup in Bridgewater, Nova Scotia, in the Bridgewater and surrounding areas, as well as Petite School in Section 1. And Petite is not what the Americans have in a lead here. 9-0 through 2 periods. And Gabriella Raudo has got work cut out for him in this 3rd period. And for Team Italy, they would love to get some zone time. I think that's probably the biggest thing. Fatigue obviously a factor with a shorter bench, as they're likely saying that, you know what, if we just get a little bit of zone time, send it down, get a face-off, that's all it takes. Just get a face-off. I'm lip reading. I don't know. That's just what I'm imagining is being said after I've watched enough hockey. But Gabriella Raudo, a lot of great leadership on that core. Mirko Bianchi, the head coach, Italy looking for their first victory in Para-Hockey Cup history. They lost in a shootout 3-2 to Korea in the preliminaries in 2017. And for David Hoff and his American crew, 6-time defending gold medalist, yeah, why not continue to pile it on when it comes to maybe not offense, but just the pressure. Raising the level of competition, and that's what you want. You want other teams to play to your level. That's the idea. That's what sport is all about. Dave Dawson, Calvin Bellows, Corey Bro, your broadcast team here with HN Live in partnership with Hockey Canada for the 2022 Para-Hockey Cup. We're doing the World Junior A Challenge as well, coming up in Cornwall in a couple of weeks, where the South Shore Lumberjacks, I imagine, in the Maritime Hockey League, would love to be sending some representatives to that, as the camps will be coming up. I believe those lists will be released this week, to my knowledge as well. So we'll see if there's going to be any representatives on Team Canada East. In the meantime, Canada and Czechia coming up later on today, but America and Italy, another 14 minutes to go. And it's America, more pressure on Jones behind the nets. Malik Jones with an assist yesterday from Aurora, Colorado. And Araudo is going to sit on it for the faceoff. Shots that period, being period number 2, 13-1, 10-2 in the second for a 2-period total of 23-3. America was 2 for 2 on the power play as well. And some repairs going on in the Italian crease. Good time to salute our officials. I'm going to read through those officials' names again, because you can talk with the players' names a million times in a game, but not the officials. Blaze Curry is your referee. Dylan Dauphiny and Nick McIsaac are on the lines today. Outstanding job they've done as well. Off the draw easily, sends it to Dodson. Dodson cradles, leaves it for Wallace. Miscommunication will split the uprights, and it'll be back to neutral. McKee, left wing pass. Oh, on a big shoulder contact there. That's a hard bump. Maybe the hit of the tournament. Straight, clean, shoulder to chest. That's what you love about the game of hockey. That was as good as they come. Dodson brings it over the stripe. Man on his hip pocket. Cross ice Wallace watches it go by him. And now Eustace. There for Wallace. 1 goal, 2 assists so far in this game for Aid White. Leaves it there for Farmer. He's also got 1 and 2. Roybal with 2 and 1. Stats aplenty here for Team America. And Roybal. Nice little feed for Bolton. Bolton bumped in front. Mashevitz can't get a shot away. Mashevitz to his helpers in this game past Roybal. Icing waved off. Nope, they're going to call it icing as Paul's trying to strong arm it out, but get called for the infraction. Josh Pauls, 3rd all-time in scoring. Now 171 games played. 148 points coming into this tournament. 2 assists yesterday. I believe he's got 1 and 2 today as well, so 153, I think. My math is correct. I could be wrong. So no shots on goal in the first couple minutes here for America. So Italy getting back to what they do probably better than any team in this tournament, in my assessment, is block shots, because they've had the ability to showcase that skill the most. And a battle for the puck. Pauls collides at the line, and Andrioni was there to watch it go as Bolton bumped into the boards. Chance for Italy to clear it out, and they'll get it, and you could tell by fatigue early on in the game. Radice may have made a break for it based on the daylight he had, but yeah, the level of exhaustion. They got to dig deep here. As Team Italy and for America continue to keep it, force them to play defense in their end of the ice, which is what they've done with excellence so far. Still no shots in this third period. Musselman past him, and Jones will dump it in. Cavalieri now, the captain. Flip pass to DePaoli, knocked down by Jones. Jones edges his man out, Enderle. Flipped along the boards, cut off there, and knocked out again by DePaoli. And right on to the goaltender, Lamar. And then they count that as a shot. No, they won't, so it'll remain 23-3. Douglas zips it around. Oh, and a chance for Italy in front, and America quick in transition, and they go north. Jones puts it on the right side for Nichols. They're onside. DePaoli, the player of the game yesterday, breaks it up. Can always count on it at DePaoli to do something right, I'll tell you that much. Douglas. Italy a bit jump to their step here. And Ramadi dumps it in. DePaoli, the first one in. He's got Stella in support, and DePaoli has got a burst of speed. Can he will his team to some offensive, maybe at least a face-off? Jones out the other way. His team is changing. It's 1-on-3. Malik Jones down the left wing, trying to get by Enderle. He's got Eustace in support. Puts it at the net. Araudo kicks it or knocks it into the corner. 5 minutes gone here in this third period from the Para-Hockey Cup. Wallace. Shifty, creative forward. In for Eustace, and he's chasing after it, but Araudo will put the glove on it. As you have a look there at David Eustace from Davenport, Iowa, playing his 21st game internationally. 1 goal and a pair of helpers today. Had a goal and an assist yesterday. And he was the beneficiary of a highlight reel goal, the pass that landed right on his tape for a tap in. Short side, Dodson. I'm looking forward to getting to know some of the stories of some of these athletes as well throughout the week. Wallace at the point, return feed McKee. 5 military veterans on the U.S. team and haven't had the ability to interact with any of the players on Italy and Czechia. Naturally, to my knowledge, English. Still a work in progress in a lot of the players, so, but I'd love to get to know some of their stories as well for all 4 of the teams competing in this event. Wallace over the line. Macri back there to retrieve. Araudo directing traffic. Mishevitz, first one there, and it comes back out to center. Farmer now, over the stripe, he waits, Farmer picks his spot, leaves it for Bolton, one-timer and wide. Then Araudo trying to paw at it. Roybal. At the dot. Roybal right in there for Bolton. Araudo swats it away. Right point Roybal. Pauls whizzes by. Some miscommunication and Mishevitz in support. His teammate Declan Farmer called him the most dangerous guy with the puck because of his wingspan. Bolton says he's great at setups, is 24 white, and he's a guy that you never count out when he's on the ice. So dangerous. And Mishevitz and his staff are into the media timeout. They got a 9-0 lead. Stay with us. We'll return to Bridgewater, Nova Scotia. Some of the students from Bridgewater School, 1,000 tickets handed out here today for the third game on day number 2 of the 2022 Parahockey Cup, the 14th annual. What an honor to be broadcasting it. Dave Dawson, Calvin Bellows, Corey Bro, your broadcast crew on HN Live in partnership with HockeyCanada.ca. Tremendous honor to be part of this program. At the left point, Farmer. Farmer sends it across. Hello, students. Time to go back to school? All right, some of the kids passing by us here in the broadcast booth. Nice to have you along. Thanks for entertaining us with your cheering. Hello there. Roybal, cross-ice pass. Bolton just behind him. Now Torella trying to move it out, Roybal. Turning around, Roybal looking for goal number 3 on hat-trick watch. Oh, and a backdoor for Bolton, just missed him. The noise level of this game is going to go sizably down in the next 5 minutes. Mishevitz to Bolton. Enderle zipping it. Jones. Hard turn. Oh, and a backdoor feed again for Bolton. They're looking for that. And bumped into the goaltender was the Italian defender Andrioni. Araudo has to shake that one off. Love to see these smiling faces of some of these youngsters. Imagine what the future might look like in our world for future prime ministers and engineers and great contributing citizens to our society. The fine people in Bridgewater, about as fine as they come in Canada. As Nova Scotians, always willing to help. Calvin and I were getting some drone footage yesterday in the parking lot, and a young lady stopped and said, "Your trunk is open, is everything okay?" Like, yeah, we're just getting some camera shots for today. And I said, "Oh, okay, yeah, just want to check in and make sure you guys are all right." And that's just the hardworking folks in Nova Scotia. That's what they do. They help people out, and they support people. And they're supporting this event today. Jones towards the net on the backside, Musselman, not able to tap it in. And Italians, they got a bright future in parahockey, I'll tell you that much. Offense is maybe one thing that they can build upon in the future, but defensively they are excellent. And that's how you build, right? You start with something, a skill, you grow at it, you grow at it, you grow at it, and you get better. And the Americans, and there's going to be a teeing penalty coming up against USA, so Italy will have an opportunity for a power play. And a zone time face-off, which to my knowledge, Calvin Bellows, is this their first one of the game? It'll be Italy's first face-off in the American zone, as they'll be heading to the power play. So the momentum, unintentionally, Ben Musselman heads to the box. It's just by, charges at the player, and sometimes hard to slow it down. It happens. Maybe it's similar to a checking from behind penalty somewhat in hockey, in able-bodied hockey, and in para-hockey. It is a teeing penalty. So, the Italians to the power play got 2 shots on their power play yesterday against Canada.
Ben Musselman, 2 minutes for interference. Time of that penalty, 5:09.
Interference the call. Interference teeing, one of the two. And Kaplan has a chance on a 2-on-1 for Italy. Can he get there? Larch walking over the line. Fire, scores! What a snipe! Top cheddar. Italy breaks the shutout. Power play goal. Nils Larch, absolute snipe. Had an assist in 2017 through 5 games. They scored 2 goals then. And like I just said, offense will come. You got to start somewhere, and that's a great start for the Italians getting on board. What a shot by Nils Larch. And here's another break for Italy and a 2-on-1. Right side, looking for the penalty, and scores! Larch, back-to-back berries. It's 9-2. What do you think that does for confidence? Look at that bench. They're all about it. Nils Larch, part of that 2018 Olympic program. 5 games played in 2017. Oh yeah, well-deserved, young man. '25-year-old Nils Larch.
Scored on the power play by number 11, Nils Larch. Assist number 10, Stefan Kaufman. Time of that power play goal, 4:47.
Back-to-back goals for Italy. And a jump to the step here to finish this one off. So you're saying there's a chance as America with the response. Let's not forget, Italy leads 2-1 in the shot department in the 3rd period, and Paul's asking for a teeing penalty.
Nils Larch, unassisted at 4:34.
So obviously knowledge that this game likely well in hand at 9-2. As you have a look at Mirko Bianchi on the Italian bench and the face-off to the right side of Arauto, just outside of the zone. But when it comes to raising the competition, as the man who said that is on the puck right now, I think it has been done in this 3rd period at least. And we'll see how that spills over for Italy into their game against Czechia tomorrow. Contact behind the net. You can already see the momentum that it's gave the Italian side. And for America, no strangers to victories. They're on it hard here. Farmer behind the net, trying to send it out front. Farmer to Roybal. Roybal patient with it, a flip sauce through the crease, right in front. Oh, what a save by Arauto. Got the pad on it, and the Italians clear. Pauls, hard up to Farmer. Big guns out here for USA. Farmer on the backside, Bolton on the side of the net for Roybal on hat-trick watch. Roybal there for Bolton, can't get a shot away. The Italian collapse in front of the net is Roybal. Looks for open ice. Brody Roybal, 2 goals in this one. Can 3 come here? Roybal Cut off there by Andreoni, and he's going to clear it out. Andreoni, also 25 years old, as is Caldero. Or excuse me, DePaoli from Caldero. And Radice trying to reach out. Nichols shovels it at the net. What a turn of events when it comes to momentum in the last 5 minutes. Jones. And I think as a para-hockey fan, with this game already well in hand, even if you are cheering on the American side, and I know my fine friends to the American south of the border in America have a lot of them, a lot of great people. I know they want a higher level of competition in para-hockey, so you can appreciate the effort the Italians have put forth here in the third period. Less than 100 seconds to go. It only betters the sport, and I am an absolute fan of that. Jones in behind the net. Nichols, as Musselman dropped it off for him. Jones backside. Torello got a stick on it, puts it into his skate, and will clear it. The draw weight takes a bit of a bump there, which slows it down. An advantage for Italy. DePaoli, the forechecker, in the final minute of play here. And right in front, DePaoli's got a chance, fires it, rebound, and cleared out of the way, Douglas. The player of the game yesterday for Italy, trying to finish strong. As coaches say, play one period at a time, and well, Italy has won this period. As the puck goes right on Lamar, who has now faced his 7th shot of the game. Genley shut out yesterday. Lamar well out of his crease to glove it along. Larch, 2 goals for the Italians, and I imagine he's the pick for player of the game. We will stay in-house till both teams have been announced for player of the game. We will wrap up for the afternoon, or morning, or evening, wherever you are tuning in from. Team USA, 2-0 in the preliminaries. A great first 2 periods, and the Italians, they're going to be happy with how this finished. But America, 9-2, 10-0 yesterday, 9-2 today. They'll play Canada tomorrow evening to wrap up the preliminaries. Great performance. Brody Roybal, Declan Farmer, Mishevitz, all multi-point games. Wallace. A lot of options for player of the game. We'll turn it over to in-house announcer Dave Walker.
Ritchie to present the Player of the Game awards. The Player of the Game for Team Italy, number 6, Gianluca Cavaliere.
The captain, Gianluca Cavaliere.
Le joueur du match pour l'équipe d'Italie est le numéro 6, Gianluca Cavaliere.
The 51-year-old Gianluca Cavaliere.
The Player of the Game for Team USA, number 4, Brody Roybal.
Roybal with a pair of goals and a helper as well.
Le joueur du match pour les États-Unis est le numéro 4, Brody Roybal.
Adding to his stat tally for this tournament. So as they get their pictures, number 4, number 6, the 2 players of the game. Thank you, Dave Walker, the in-house announcer. On behalf of Corey Bro, Calvin Bellows, our entire staff at HN Live, in partnership with HockeyCanada.ca, and all their fine staff that I can list from top to bottom. We'll save that one for another day. For another day, America 2-0 remains undefeated in the Parahockey Cup since 2014, and they'll play Canada tomorrow. You know, this barn is going to be packed of not only students, but all the faithful from Bridgewater. Thank you so much for watching this presentation of the 2022 Parahockey Cup, the 14th annual. I am Dave Dawson saying thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.